Hey, it's Ken here. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a South Utah-based flight instructor with UAV Coach. In some of our past videos, we discussed some of the features of this DJI Mini 3 Pro, and we did some comparisons to the Autel Nano Plus. But what can you do with these features and why do you want them? So today we're going to take a look at those features in some real-world scenarios, and we're going to go through some demonstrations to help you become more proficient at flying this drone with a purpose. So let's start off with some common uses for drones. Currently, drones are being utilized for many things, but what we'll discuss today is things like real estate sales, journalism, construction projects and inspections, education and training, and we'll go a little bit into social media and personal use. Now keep in mind that if you're flying as a recreational pilot, you do need to take the trust test, and UAV Coach is an administrator for that. If you're flying for any of these commercial purposes, you do have to become Part 107 certified, and UAV Coach also has training for preparation for that exam. We'll put a link down below. In real estate sales, typically the realtor wants to capture photos of a property in a way that illustrates certain selling points. This can be something like proximity to a park or a green space, the amount of space between the property and a neighbor, or how close the property is to a school or maybe even a community center. Sometimes it's just to show a unique perspective compared to other properties in the market. In real estate listings, video footage is less common, but there are definitely cases where video is desired, especially when you're looking at higher end homes. The Mini 3 Pro can be a good drone for these use cases. The Mini 3 can capture 12 megapixel photos in a HDR format or 48 megapixel photos in both JPEG and RAW. This is probably acceptable for most property sales. If video is needed, the Mini 3 takes video in 4K from 24 frames per second all the way up to 120 frames per second in slow motion mode. This provides a lot of flexibility, and with automated features like master shots, you may even get some good footage that you didn't even think about. Journalism can require a high quality output that may or may not be obtainable with the Mini 3, but often photojournalism requires the ability to capture events or activities quickly and on the spot in a unique way. This can mean a combination of aerial shots combined with ground shots as well. This is where the RC controller on the Mini 3 can play a significant role. As mentioned, the photo and video quality on the Mini 3 is probably suitable for most situations, but having the ability to use the RC controller to get the drone in the air quickly without having to attach a phone or other device may allow you to capture the moment without missing it. And it also frees up your phone for grabbing the ground shots quickly as well. Rather than trying to use your phone while it's attached to the controller, you can have it free to take videos or photos easily. Often, simple controller movements will get you what you need for great shots in journalism. The Mini 3 can potentially be used for tracking construction projects or doing inspections. In some cases, this can be to monitor a specific work package, or it can be to observe a project as a whole over an extended period of time. This can sometimes be done with features like hyperlapse or simply video or photos from the same spot over several weeks or months to see progress. Although the Mini 3 doesn't allow you to save waypoints that are used in hyperlapse, it does have a waypoint capability, in addition to the circle, course lock, and free options. These can provide various possibilities for this type of mission. The long life battery also prevents having to land and swap batteries as often. Of course, the obstacle avoidance capabilities can be helpful here as well. The 48 megapixel photo option can also provide the additional detail needed for some inspection projects. The Mini 3 Pro is an excellent drone for educating and training new drone pilots or anyone wanting to learn about drones in general. The Mini 3 is a small, simple drone that flies smoothly and has many features that can be used to teach the capabilities that some of the much larger and more expensive drones also utilize. I usually have my students execute the automated features like return to home and quick shots, etc. Then I teach them how to do these things manually as well. The Mini 3 makes it easy to teach these lessons. Obstacle avoidance is always helpful with brand new students who are learning the controls. Keep in mind, if you're looking for drone training, UAV Coach does offer hands-on training across the United States and in many cities. These images show some examples of what a beginner drone pilot, first-time flyer, is able to capture using the Mini 3. Some automated features and some of these taken or flown manually. The drone is actually very easy to train on. Now, if you just want to use the Mini 3 for social media or for capturing your everyday life, it doesn't get much easier than this drone. The new vertical shooting feature allows you to simplify the process of posting to your social media accounts. And again, having the RC controller frees up your phone so that you can take selfies as well while you're flying your drone. The Mini 3 also has FPV mode, which locks the gimbal and gives you a first-person view. Follow mode is the standard stabilized gimbal mode. The FPV feature on the Mini 3 actually works very well compared to some of the past DJI models. Because the drone is very nimble, it provides a very dynamic first-person view. Here, we're flying in sport mode using the slow motion video feature, which can give you some very cinematic footage. Even though you don't have the FPV goggles, as you can see in many of these images, the Mini 3 can be a very fun and exciting drone to fly. In sport mode especially, it really speeds up the action. This view shows a comparison of the standard follow mode on the top. When using the left stick to rotate the drone simply moves back and forth left to right, whereas on the bottom you can see the dynamic movement that you get from the FPV feature. There's lots of applications and options for using this drone, but these are some of the most common uses for drones today. We hope this information has been helpful in helping you understand how the features on the Mini 3 Pro and other drones in general can be used in real-world scenarios. Please leave your thoughts and comments. We'd love to hear your input. And that's all for today. So from all of us here at UAV Coach, we wish you blue skies and safe flying. And we'll see you soon.